Imagine walking into a gym for a simple workout, only to be harassed by a man who thinks he's stronger, louder, and tougher than everyone else. Now imagine his shock when the woman he tries to grab isn't just any gym-goer, she's a Navy SEAL, trained in some of the most dangerous combat missions on Earth. What happened next left the entire gym frozen in disbelief, and the internet couldn't stop talking about it. "Stop right there!" The shout echoed through the gym, and everyone froze mid-rep. The clanking of weights stopped. Music still thumped in the background, but all eyes turned toward the corner of the training floor. It all started like any other evening at Downtown Fitness, a popular gym buzzing with people from every walk of life: college students, athletes, and everyday workers looking to burn off stress. Among the regulars was Maya Carter, a fit, confident, Black woman who preferred to train quietly without attracting attention. She always kept her headphones in, her hoodie up, and her focus sharp. What nobody knew, however, was her true identity. Maya was a decorated Navy SEAL, one of the most elite warriors in the world, trained to face combat zones far deadlier than any gym confrontation. But on this day, someone decided to mess with the wrong woman. Enter Travis Miller, a bulky man whose arrogance filled the room before he even spoke. He strutted like he owned the place, grunting loudly, dropping weights to the floor, and flexing in every mirror he passed. Travis wasn't there to train. He was there to be seen. And when his eyes landed on Maya, he smirked. "Hey, sweetheart," he said, his voice carrying across the gym. "That's not the right way to use that machine. Let me show you how it's done." Maya heard him but didn't react. She adjusted her weights, her calm focus completely unshaken. She had dealt with worse than loudmouths in the gym. This was nothing. But to Travis, being ignored was the ultimate insult. He puffed up his chest, stepped closer, and raised his voice. "Don't ignore me, girl. I'm talking to you." The tension in the air grew thick. A few people exchanged nervous glances, while others quickly pulled out their phones, sensing something was about to happen. Maya remained still, her breathing steady. Years of discipline taught her that reacting emotionally gave power to the aggressor. But Travis, fueled by ego and the need to impress the crowd, made the biggest mistake of his life. He reached out and grabbed Maya's arm. In that instant, time seemed to slow down. The gym fell silent, and in the very next second, something happened that no one would ever forget. Before anyone could blink, Maya twisted his wrist with lightning speed, sending Travis stumbling forward in pain. The movement was so sharp, so controlled, that the crowd gasped in disbelief. This wasn't a shove or a push. This was a precise takedown, the kind only someone with professional training could pull off. Travis grunted, clutching his wrist, eyes wide with shock. "What the? How did you?" He groaned, trying to yank himself free, but Maya's grip was firm, her calm voice slicing through the air like a blade. "Rule number 1, she said, locking eyes with him. "Never put your hands on someone without consent." The words hit harder than the move itself. Silence swept across the gym. Everyone knew this wasn't just about strength. This was about discipline, control, and respect. Travis, however, couldn't handle the humiliation. His pride was louder than reason. Red-faced, he lunged forward, swinging his arms wildly like a brawler in a street fight. But to Maya, his attacks were sloppy, predictable, and slow. With flawless timing, she ducked, blocked, and countered, each movement smooth and deliberate. It wasn't a fight, it was a lesson. She sidestepped his swing, guided his momentum forward, and with one clean sweep of her leg, Travis crashed to the floor. Gasps filled the gym. He rolled onto his back, coughing, his breath ragged, while Maya stood over him without breaking a sweat. The crowd erupted. Some clapped, some laughed, and nearly everyone had their phones out, capturing the unbelievable scene. One man shouted, "Bro, she just folded you like paper." Another added, "That's not just fitness. That's Navy SEAL precision right there." Maya, still composed, slowly removed her hoodie. The crowd's cheers turned to stunned silence as her shirt revealed the emblem of the U.S. Navy SEALs. Gasps echoed across the room. The quiet woman, Travis thought he could intimidate, was not only strong, she was one of the most elite soldiers on the planet. Travis's face drained of color. He had no idea the woman he mocked had endured combat, training that broke thousands before her, missions that pushed the limits of human endurance. and years of discipline forged under fire. Maya looked down at him, her voice steady but firm. "You thought I was weak because I'm a woman? Or because I ignored your noise? Real strength isn't about muscle, it's about discipline." The crowd nodded, inspired, and for the first time in his life, Travis had nothing to say. The gym manager rushed over, his face pale with worry as he tried to calm the buzzing crowd. "Maya, I'm so sorry," he said, raising his voice over the chatter. He shot a sharp glare at Travis. "He's banned from this place, permanently." Travis clutched his sore arm, his pride wounded more than his body. "Banned?" he barked, his voice cracking. "She attacked me first. You all saw it." The manager shook his head firmly. "No, Travis. We saw everything. You grabbed her first. She defended herself. And honestly," he paused, glancing at Maya with respect, "you're lucky she didn't do worse." The crowd burst into laughter, some even clapping and cheering Maya's name. The tension broke into chants of "Maya! Maya! Maya!" echoing across the gym walls. Travis, red with shame, lowered his head and stormed out, his sneakers squeaking against the floor. But even before the doors closed behind him, phones were already buzzing. The video had been captured from every angle. His humiliation was about to become worldwide. That night, the clip hit the internet and spread like wildfire. Within hours, it had racked up millions of views. Social media platforms overflowed with reactions. News sites picked it up instantly. The headline screamed, "Man harasses woman in gym, finds out she's a Navy SEAL." The comment sections exploded. "She handled him like it was just another training drill." That's what happens when ego meets real skill. Respect to Maya for keeping her cool and not destroying him completely. Maya's name was trending, but for her, it wasn't about the fame, the attention, or even the praise. While the world debated the clip, Maya woke up the next morning, tied her shoes, and headed back to the gym just as she always did. Calm, focused, unchanged. When people congratulated her, thanking her for standing up and inspiring others, she gave them a small, humble smile. "Remember," she said softly, "real strength isn't about showing off. It's about knowing when to use it." The room fell silent, her words sinking deep. And that was the lasting lesson. Never underestimate someone based on how they look. You never know the battles they've fought or the strength they carry within. And that's the story of how one arrogant man learned a painful lesson. You should never underestimate someone based on how they look. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more powerful stories that will keep you hooked till the very end. Your support means the world, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.